You know, we got, and I told you earlier about 4 and 5. It was an amazing thing, you know, letting some of that stuff out. That it was amazing. 6 and 7, me and my small group of men, we do a Drop the Rock on Sundays. It's a character defects book, and so it's going well. We still did go through some stuff with that, but we do Drop the Rock, which is an amazing book. Right here, this is the one right here that for me was a little more, you hear about 4 and 5, man, but this is the one right here that for me was, I had to pray for willingness. Because I carry a lot of guilt and shame for the things I did, my family, my friends, and people I cared about, even people I don't even really know, Let's see, number 10. It's just daily, this right here is a good one. I'll tell you that my last lead I gave, I told the story. I'll tell you about it, At work, this is kind of things that I'm doing now that I just don't understand. Like, this is how the person I become. It's just amazing. Like, it's like shock. Like, what am I doing? It's just peanut butter at work, right? And every time I go to the break room, I give you a little scoop, man, and it wasn't mine. And then another day, I get another scoop. Next thing you know, the whole thing was gone. And then the next day, they had this meeting about people eating up people's food.
Shameless.
And I had this conviction, that, I gotta make this right.
That's good.
So the next day, I went to the store and I got some more peanut butter for him. And I got him the Jif brand, not the IGA kind. And I went up to him and I was like, look, man, it was me that ate your peanut butter. It was me that ate your peanut butter, man.
Mine too.
I should make this right. And he's like, oh, man, it's all good, And I'm like, yeah, I just need to do this. And then I walked away feeling like amazing. And on top of it, I'm thinking like, who am I becoming?
It's freedom.
Like I have a moral compass now, a conscience, convictions. Whenever I'm starting to lean off from God's path for me, I can feel it. That's an amazing thing to know that when I start coming off God's will, I start feeling anxiety and like conviction. It's powerful. Number 11, solitude prayer minute. Every morning. I don't do this perfect, but every morning I will pray. I will read 24 hours daily reflections, and I will read one chapter of Proverbs every morning out of the Bible. And that kind of like, because there's mornings where I'm almost got 2 years sobriety, and they're just, I'm going through a lot of stuff too right now. I'm going through a custody battle, with my daughter, and there's been other things. Also in sobriety, I was arrested in sobriety as well. I've had a couple of relationships in sobriety that just didn't work out, So there's things that I'm still carrying around. There's mornings where I'm just like, man, I just don't feel like doing it. I don't feel like doing life today, And this what kind of helps me jumpstart everything, and get humble. It makes me feel better. And number 12, I started sponsoring guys. I'm doing things like this, chairing meetings, giving my lead. I'm starting to sponsor guys. What else? Service work, something like that. These are maintenance. I think you guys know that these are maintenance steps, And I just continue to apply these steps in my everyday life. And that's where right there the game changer was. Like, I did the steps with my sponsor, but what really started changing is whenever, because it's a lot going on, I'm trying to do these steps, I'm trying to get my life together. All those circumstantial things that I told you earlier have all been fixed. I have all those things fixed, and doing these steps. And now, since I got everything together, now I apply these steps in my everyday life. it's so amazing. It's indescribable. There's no really good word to put for it because it's just so powerful. Today, like I told you I got arrested for cussing out the judge back when I was still using on Zoom. It is easy to talk shit to a judge. He had a warrant for me, and I got to make amends to that judge. And stuff like that's happening. I got a house key to my mom's house now. And about 2 years ago, I was supposed to be arrested on site. I think her house got raided too, from all my stuff I was doing. The neighbors. My car was in the neighborhood. It's a pretty nice neighborhood. There was an alert. John's around. So now I still need to make amends to the neighbor, and I will. But now today I have a relationship with my mom. She has respect for me and trust. I talk to my daughter every night. Soon she will be more in my life more once this thing gets settled in July. Most importantly, man, I have peace and I have serenity. From the time I was about 16 years old to I was 37, I started. I lost that peace of serenity. I started using and going off track, and I've been searching for it for a long time, and I didn't know how to get it back. I was using. You hear using drugs and alcohol was my solution. That's the only time I was ever had any peace, or I was numbing everything. And now I have it just naturally by waking up every morning and doing my morning peep, working these steps and applying in my everyday life. I have peace and serenity. And for me, for the stuff I've been through and I've gone through, man, I just didn't think it ever would happen. And I'm so grateful for this program. I'm grateful for my sponsor and all the people that have been in this part of this journey with me, my family, my support. I have so much gratitude. I like to use that word. Words can't describe it because I really don't have any words to describe it other than it's just powerful, amazing thing. And I just think that when I was going through my life, I got content. I got content being a drug addict, going to jail and prison, and I just thought that this is what my life was going to be. This is who I am. There was no solution. That I'm just going to kind of drift around. I'm in the union, yeah, I make good money, but when I'm on drugs, I'm not a really good employee. I was just going to drift around, work a little here and there, catch a case, go to jail, just kind of barely get through life existing, And that's why I like to read this part of the book with you, because it's kind of like, it just sums up everything where I'm at from what I've been through to where I'm at today, And it starts out like this. It's on page 25. And it starts out, there is a solution. Almost none of us like self-searching, the level of our pride, the confession of our shortcomings, which the process requires for its successful consummation. But we saw it really worked in others, and we had come to believe in the hopelessness and the futility of life as we had been living it. When, therefore, we approached by those in whom the problem had been solved, there was nothing left for us but to pick up the simple kit of spiritual tools laid out at our feet. We have found much heaven, and we have rocketed into the fourth dimension of existence, of which we have not even dreamed. I'm Johnny, not Paul.
Thanks, Johnny, and I don't have anything to add to that. So, you guys want to circle up and close it out? You want to close this out, John?
Yeah. Let's have a moment of silence for this suffering alcoholic and the suffering drug addict.
God, our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. Amen. Keep going back and forth with words, God, we don't.
That's a fantastic Don't forget your papers, everyone. You're a bad boy. You're a bad boy.
You really are a miracle, buddy. It's a powerful story, though. I'm like, I don't mean to real time. I was about 5 minutes late. I gotta drive down. Johnny. That was awesome, man. Steps.
So, you know, my emotions were.
Well done, Johnny. Well shaken.
My emotions.
And Johnny and Jordan. Thank you so much.
Well, it's
They say.
well done, bro.
I've been trying to.
Yeah, man. Thanks for letting me know. Thanks for letting me know, man.
I can't figure work this out. I've been trying to go
Glad you let me know, man. Yeah, thanks for
I appreciate it very much. You'll know that.
Hey, I'm gonna need you next month.
Just make sure.
I'm gonna need you next month.
That's so important.
You got my number, Johnny.
Where you go, that's when you.
Hey, look.
I don't know if you
Discernment so that you can see. Because if some people have been here for years.
schedule me to.
I used to always say, you
Schedule like a couple
can
months
get
now.
this over.
Yeah, come back.
Schedule me sometime.
You're not able to, or at least it takes you at least that long minimum to get your shit straight. Well, they all scatter. You know?
Right. I'm not rushing right now. I can't do it that way because I want to get started. I know that
Do a lot of
it's all
talk.
preparation for my life.
I always was raised my kids in church, even though I had 3 sons and my youngest and then lived in my house and we were all here. It was fun. But respect was coming back, you know, see your upbringing is going to come back. You know, I mean, however you're taught, you have some good core values.
I can't wait. I'm ready. Yeah, I'm ready. I will be back to the training. Is there one every day? There's one here every day. Okay, all right.
I love my new meetings.
Somebody else, I went to a meeting over at Oakstone. I went to the women's meeting at Oakstone last Wednesday.
Okay.
And she was telling me, she said